Hi, I'm Darlinda, just Darlinda, and you're watching Out at the Center.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Take your time. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Do it right. Come on, baby. Let's do it. Let's do it.
There will be an exhibit featuring treasures from the archives highlighting the last 25 years of the center in December. Go to gaycenter.org for more information.
The history of the community, I think it becomes increasingly important over time as people recognize its depth of the variety of communities within our community. In 1989, actually the board of directors of the center and the executive director, Richard Burns, decided it would be a good idea. And so we started planning in 1989, and we actually opened the archive in I think it was May of 1990, and we've been going ever since. Our earliest stuff is in the 1920s, and our most recent stuff, especially if you include the periodicals, is like yesterday. But for the most part, we're post-Stonewall. Our manuscript collections, as we call them, come sometimes from organizations, sometimes from individuals. So we will have organizational records, especially organizations that never had an office, and they're kind of floating out there, and finally a past president, a past secretary, or whatever brings them into us, or sometimes just literally leaves them at our door. But we also have individual papers. That is to say, somebody wrote diaries, somebody took lots of snapshots in their lifetime, somebody saved their correspondence. And oftentimes that's among the most interesting. Recently we got another video collection of the Brinny Maxwell Show, for example, which is a transgendered character on cable TV. The subject matter ranges from politics to social mores, to individual people's lives. The form of it ranges from written stuff to audio tapes, to videotapes, to we have several large still photographic collections. Some people may be familiar with the film Dog Day Afternoon, which is based on a true story in New York about a young man by the name of John Waterwitz who went to rob a bank with two others in order, he says, to fund a sex change operation for his lover, who actually he had formally married, obviously not in a legal sense, maybe a year or so beforehand. We have the letters here of Liz Eden, who's the transgendered person involved, and it's primarily his letters to her while he was in prison. And also, from a separate source, we have the actual wedding photographs of his and Liz Eden's wedding. We also have a group of photographs, mostly from the 50s and 60s, but they come up a little bit later than that too, of snapshots taken on what was the gay beach at the time in Reese Park, which is in Brooklyn. And before the feds took it over and kind of clamped down on everything, and so it was a nude beach. There was lots of activity in the men's room and some activity in the reeds, or whatever you call them, on the sand dunes. And we have a bunch of pictures of those also. We also have pictures of the piers, by the way, when they were piers, when they were active. We have two exhibits online on the center's web page, of course. And if you go to the center, www.gaycenter.org, then you look at resources, and under that you'll see archives, which will give catalogs of our collections, and also you'll see exhibits there. Okay. We have a drop-in evening on Thursdays, but also by appointment on a number of other times as possible.